it big. Me, Louie T. Welcome to the 2018 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and the hottest names 2018 NFL Draft. We're talking cornerbacks, and this next guy, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really like this guy a lot. And he reminds me of a cornerback from the same school that I liked a lot last year, but I actually like this guy even better. And I'll tell you why when we get to some of his pros. Speaking of which, how about I tell you who I'm talking about? I'm talking about big time prospect out of Colorado, Isaiah Oliver. Let's talk about why I really like this guy and why he's better than not just Chidobe Awuzie, but also Ahkello Witherspoon, two of his teammates from Colorado that got drafted in the NFL just a season ago. So the first thing that I like about Isaiah Oliver, in a draft where a lot of the better corners are smaller guys, he's 6 foot, 201 pounds. So you start with his measurables and they stand out. He's really long. You know, he looks a lot like Ahkello Witherspoon. Now, granted, I understand Ahkello Witherspoon was 6'3" last year and right around 200 pounds. But Ahkello Witherspoon had that long, wiry frame. Oliver has the same thing, but he's built a little bit more solidly. Again, we're not talking about a guy that's 6'3", just 200, which is what Ahkello Witherspoon basically was a season ago. Talking about a guy that's 6 feet, 201 pounds. So got some good size, got some good length, but also got some good weight on him as well to go with that size. So I like that from that standpoint. Speed. This is a guy that can run. He's a 4.5 flat guy. And I know he can pick him up and put him down. And the thing is, there's certain guys that you watch on tape and you see their speed and you see the time that they run and you're thinking to yourself, but damn, is he that slow? Because on tape, I didn't see anybody get behind him. And that's the thing, is sometimes 40 times can be misleading. Don't allow that to cloud your judgment. Always trust the tape. If guys are constantly getting blown by, but they run a 4.42, who gives a damn about their 4.42 if they're constantly getting blown by? Okay. Same thing can be said for a guy that runs a 4.53, but nobody's getting behind him. We made a big deal out of Vernon Hargreaves III, and we talked about, but rarely did guys get behind him. Same thing for another guy that was drafted out of Florida a couple of years ago by the Detroit Lions, where we said, man, this guy ran really slow. And we knew he was going to run slow. And Tease Tabor, and we said, we know he's going to run slow, but nobody really got behind him in college. So keep note of that. There's something to be said about guys that just know how to stay in phase, how to stay over the top, how to stay in the hip pocket, and know how to locate the football and make a play and don't give it up down the field. And Isaiah Oliver is another one of those guys where I just look at him and say, yeah, he's a 4.5 guy, and that's not blazing fast, but that's plenty fast at his size with his length to make plays on the football. And so his speed is also a pro for sure. Athleticism. This is a guy, go ahead, throw acceleration, change of direction, agility, all of that stuff in there. I think this is a guy that he puts it all together. Where I thought there were some shortcomings with Ahkello Witherspoon last year. There's some things that he didn't do really well. I think Isaiah Oliver kind of puts it all together. And I think you get a nice blend of Chidobe Awuzie and Ahkello Witherspoon in one package. Remember, that Ahkello Witherspoon wanted no part of tackling. Like, he was allergic to tackling. That was something that even when he was drafted, John Lynch came on and said, look, we got to talk to this guy. And I sat down and I talked to him, but we're going to have another discussion with this guy about tackling, because what we saw on tape, that's unacceptable. He's going to have to be better. But you don't have that problem with this guy. This is a guy that is, he's an athlete. So much like a Chidobe Awuzie, he's a competitor, he's an athlete. You can run the underneath stuff and he's going to knock it away. He's going to play that slant. All right, he's going to play that crossing route, that dragger, that shallow cross. He's going to run with these guys on the dig route. But he's also a guy that has the ability to come to the line of scrimmage, play some press, man-to-man, have you beat him off the line of scrimmage, but then, again, stay in your hip pocket, stay in phase, then look, locate, and contest, which I absolutely love. You know how I am about being an LLCer. So I can go ahead and throw that in as another pro, a big one for me. He's an LLCer. There are a number of times where this guy looks back for the football, and because he looks back, he knocks it away. There's a play and I can't remember the team. It might have been Utah, might have been USC. It was a game where he's running down the sideline, the right sideline, and the ball is thrown in the end zone on a go ball up the sideline, and it's a well-thrown football, and he's in phase, but he's in the trail technique, and the receiver's got a step, and he at the last second looks, locates, what you gotta do if you want to make plays, and then he's able to stick that long arm of the law out, knock that football away at the last second. Beautifully done. This is what this guy brings to the table, man. He doesn't give it up. And you see him on tape, guys don't get behind. I remember watching Ahkello Witherspoon last year, and guys were consistently getting behind him, even though he ran fast. It's like, why are you getting beat deep, bruh? And that's not happening with Isaiah Oliver. It's just not, it's not in his DNA to give up big plays down the field. If you get something on Isaiah Oliver, you're gonna work for it. This guy locates the football. He does a great job of contesting without fouling. He's everything you're looking for in terms of size. And I think that there are some things that I want to talk about that he can do better, but man, there's a lot to like. Anticipation and awareness. I just talked about a play where he knocks it away at the last second. That's the awareness that I'm talking about. He anticipates routes very well, what teams are trying to do. And so he's able to make plays on the football that way. You would love him to have more interceptions, more plays on the football. Only 3 career interceptions, but when he gets opportunities, he's able to make plays on the football. And look, sometimes a knockaway is just as good as a turnover. On a 3rd down, all right, sometimes a knockaway is just as good, getting your team off the field and forcing the other team to have to punt the football. And so I'll take a knockaway every day of the week. I'd love interceptions. Sudden change of possession, don't know what you're going to do on this return. And with a guy like Isaiah Oliver who offers you that return ability, you'd love to see him get the football in his hands and see what he can do with it. But at the end of the day, I'll take a knockdown on 3rd and 7 just as I would an interception. That may be 40 yards down the field. That may act as a punt anyway. I'll take an interception. Or a knockaway. Doesn't make me one bit of difference. Just make a play on the football and keep it away from the wide receiver. And Isaiah Oliver does that as well as anybody in this draft. Tackling and his willingness to tackle. He's willing to come up and hit you. He'll scoop you. He'll dump you. He'll hold on until help arrives. He'll cut you. He'll do whatever's necessary. I love it. He's not a leg hunter. He's not just specifically, oh, let me go after your legs and say I did something. He's not one of those guys. He'll come up, form tackle, scoop and dump you. All right, he'll hold on, wrap you up by the waist. He'll sling you. He's a slanger too. He'll slang you around, dump you. Or he'll just hold on by your waist, wait till help arrives, and then he'll gang tackle you. If he's got to cut you, he'll cut you. He'll do whatever's necessary, but he's not soft. He's not a punk about his. He'll come up and he'll help as a run defender. So I like that as well. Man and zone coverage, I think he's equally good at both. I think he's actually better at man right now than he is at zone coverage, which I love, because if I'm a defensive coordinator that wants to be aggressive, I want a guy that I know I can trust in man-to-man. Like, hey, look, man, we going 0 right now. We going man-to-man across the board. Stay with yours. All right, we sending 7. I need you to hold it down. And you got some aggressive defensive-minded head coaches and aggressive defensive coordinators around the league that love to go press man-to-man across the board and say, hey, look, man, we sending the kitchen sink. We need you to hold it down and cover yours. Can you do that for a good 3 seconds? That's all I need, because we coming with the heat. Can you cover yours? He's one of those guys like, yeah, hey, coach, I got you. I got you, bro. So I think he's good in both man and zone. He'd be a little bit better at the line of scrimmage. We'll talk about that. But as far as zone coverage is concerned, I think he'll get a little bit better when he can anticipate a little bit better of what's to come. Sometimes I think he gives up some things underneath a little too easy. You know, again, I hate to kind of go after guys in college because some of the things aren't their fault. It's not their doing. You know, you're off 7, you're off 10, you're off and you're soft, and you're giving up easy underneath routes. I hate it. I don't like that at all. Make guys earn everything that they get. And Isaiah Oliver, when you allow him to play man, he makes you earn every single yard that you get. Versatility. I talked about this and referenced it earlier, but to reiterate, this is a guy that can play on the outside. And I think he's a boundary corner. He's a guy that you want on the outside, but he also offers you the ability to return punts. This guy had a punt return for a touchdown in 2016. And so he's got that on his resume. He can offer you that. And he's got a little something to him. He's got a little kick and a little juice to him as a returner. So if you need that special delivery, can I have that? He may be able to give you a special delivery in the return game. So like that versatility that you're getting with Isaiah Oliver as well. So we go from those pros to just a few cons that he's gonna have to clean up at the next level. So I'm nitpicking here, but I like my corners feisty. I like my corners a little saucy, man. Dudes that put a little extra sauce on it for no reason other than they can. And he's a guy that kind of is like flatlining a little bit. Like, I feel like I got to get the defibrillators and just shock him a couple times. Like, hey, you good? You there? You alive? He'll make a play, a hell of a play, and he'll turn around and he'll just put his mouthpiece out of his mouth and he's looking around like, yeah, I just did that, but what down is it? Is it second down or third? Like, he just seems like he's just too cool for me. Like, bruh, show some life, show some intensity, man. Like, you a corner. Like, it's hard out there on them streets as a corner, man. I mean, you could play well the entire game and give up one 72-yard touchdown, and everyone's talking about the one play, not the other 39 snaps where you held it down. They're talking about the one play that you didn't hold it down. Show some life, man. Be excited about being out there making plays, man. And when you give up a play, you got to be able to have that mindset like, all right, don't worry, that shit ain't happening again. I'm going to shut that down, right? And you just don't see that from him. Like, and it's not like he's just moping around out there, but I want to see more intensity from this guy, but it may not be in his demeanor, man. I mean, I've heard coaches say the same thing about Vic Beasley. You don't know, he's got that Eli Manning syndrome where you don't know if he just made a big sack or if he just allowed a guy to run up his gap for a 55-yard touchdown. You can't really tell the difference. He may be just one of those guys, and it's nothing wrong with that. I'm nitpicking. Once again, I said that at the top. I'm nitpicking, but I would like to see a little bit more zest and pizzazz and fire from this dude. It's just, I don't think it's in his DNA, but we'll see. I'd like to also see him be a little bit more physical at the line of scrimmage. I want to see less free releases from this dude. Like, you get in these guys' faces, and you're like, hey, bro, what's good, man? I'm here to get in your face, delete the airspace. What's up with you? And they're like, hey, nothing, man. I would appreciate it if you didn't put your hands on me at the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, I'm not here to do that. I just want to run from you from the jump. I don't want nothing easy. I hate playing off and soft, but I'm just here to kind of delete the airspace and make sure that, you know, it ain't going to be easy. Oh, that's cool, man. I ain't got no problems with that. He said, yeah, no, man. I'm not about that physical stuff at the line of scrimmage, put my hands on you, all that stuff. Nah, man, that ain't what I do. But I'm going to run with you, though. If that's cool, yeah, no, that's cool. All right, no, be physical, man. Let's get physical. I want you to get physical. Put your hands on them, man. Disrespect them. Show them we not friends, man. All right, put your hands on them. Stick that, you got some long arm. Put that long arm of the law on them. I'm talking about put that nice arm bar right on first thing right off the ball. I'm pushing you to the outside. I'm telling you where you running this route at. I'm not giving you an option. I'm not asking you. You going outside because that's what I want you to be to start off this route. I'm putting this arm bar on you. I'm dictating where this route is going right off the line of scrimmage. I want him to be a little bit more physical, the line of scrimmage. He's one of those press and sort of bail type guys where I'm like, yep, I'm here, but you can get a free release and I'll just follow you wherever you go. No, put your hands on this man and let him know where you coming from and what you want him to do. So I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive at the line of scrimmage when he's in press coverage. And finally, he's not a blitzer. Again, I'm not going to kill him for that. A lot of these guys in this particular draft class at the cornerback position aren't blitzing. All right? In past drafts, we've seen guys come in with the innate ability to blitz. Like a Tre'Davious White coming into the draft last year. He was blitzing at LSU. You're not seeing that this year, but that's okay. But I just wanted to make mention, he's not coming in with the mindset of, hey, I'm coming off this corner real quick, man. I'm in this slot. They just snuck me in the slot. So while I'm here, I might as well come after the quarterback once or twice. Now, you're not getting that out of Isaiah Oliver, and that's cool, man. I'm not here to beat him up for that. But I just wanted to let y'all know that's not what he's bringing to the table. But I'm going to tell you right now, he's better than a Chidobe Awuzie. He's better than a Kilo Witherspoon. I will stake my claim on that right now. Give me Isaiah Oliver. He's one of the sleepers of this draft. Everybody's talking Denzel Ward, Josh Jackson. Hell, a lot of people talking up Jair Alexander. I'm here to tell you, don't sleep on Isaiah Oliver. That's going to do it for him and his Draft Prospects 101 breakdown. Remember, I've got plenty more of these to come, so don't you go anywhere. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the Louie T Network, check out the podcast, Louie T Network podcast every Wednesday, and also remember, we changing the game over here. period. If you want to see what I gave Isaiah Oliver as a rating and where he ranks among his peers at the cornerback position, or for that matter, where he ranks among all of the prospects, check out the website LouieTNetwork.net for more of that. But I've got more videos here on the Louie T Network, so don't you go anywhere. I'm your man, Louie T. I'm signing off. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.